Hey guys, A4Awesome here. Welcome back to some Marvel Rivals. This is going to be kind of a different video than normal today, as my current intention is to basically remake a video that I've already posted and since deleted. As right now, I have to complete 3 matches to unlock a costume coin, that will allow me to purchase the Master of Magnetism skin for Magneto, which I'm then tomorrow going to showcase Magneto in, with the Master of Magnetism skin in his own video. But I made a video using the Capwolf skin for Captain America, and it wasn't a very good video, and so I'm not really very happy with how it turned out, and I posted it and still went through with all of that, even though I realistically shouldn't have, because it wasn't the quality of my other Rivals videos, and I just am not happy with it. So I'm basically gonna play as Captain America on Practice versus AI, just for at least a little bit here, just for like 3 matches, so that I can both get the footage for use in the Ozzy documentary, as I wanted specifically the Capwolf footage, for not really for any particular reason, but I want that, and as well as so I can get everything for the Master of Magnetism skin, because then I have everything done that I need to have done today, and then I'll be showcasing Master of Magnetism tomorrow, in order to claim the other, daily event stuff. And yeah, right now I've got about 15 minutes out of like 45 edited from the final part of the Ozzy documentary, and so I used the footage from the Merciful Queen Hela skin showcase for the voiceover footage, and I used up all the footage in that video already, and I still need like 15 more minutes at least of gameplay footage. So I'm figuring I have the Winter Soldier gameplay footage I could use, and I have plenty of just random videos I've made on Marvel Rivals. But I felt like this would be more fun. And since I already posted that first Capwolf skin gameplay, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it again. I'm like, whatever, it's not a big deal. I needed to get 3 matches done today anyway, and I wasn't sure when or if I'd have time today, due to I want to finish editing, and I want to premiere the final part of the Ozzy documentary, as well as I want to I also want to post my Deuce Invincible review, and then I've got a couple other side projects I'm working on. So I'm doing a lot of work on my laptop today. Actually doing a lot of work on my laptop this week, compared to, not a lot of streaming or gaming content. It's going to be a lot more of a lot of music stuff. I have a lot of music, of videos, like, music reviews and album reviews and such, like, ready to go, finished to go, as well as a bunch of other content relating to like rock and metal and rap music. So a lot of what you've seen posted, other than the Final Fantasy II videos, have just been me basically just gathering footage for all these videos I'm trying to work on, Fuck that, what the hell? Why is our Spider-Man completely AFK? Like, come on, there's no way we lose against easy AI, because I went for practice versus AI for this since I already used this skin online, and I just want an easy time getting through the matches. I don't want any of this dumb bullshit of, like, disconnecting or whatever, you know?
By the eye of Agamotto! Messing with my head.
Oh, you stupid bitch.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
I never stay down. That's the boost Goddard is upgraded his options. Judge, jury, executioner!
Us against the world!
Supernova!
That's a WMD if I've ever seen one, Castle. You and your own
Ah, fuck. What are you doing? What is this guy doing, bro?
Live to fight another day. Time to lead the charge.
Better stop that vehicle!
Wakanda's journey has been long and storied. It must not end here.
Let's dance.
Avengers Assemble. That moment from Endgame still brings me to tears from pure excitement. I'm not even kidding. I remember crying in the theater at fucking Cap holding Mjolnir just from pure, like, excitement. And I know they're bringing Endgame back to theaters this year. So, like, I might actually beg to go see it again in theaters just for the experience.
Shield up!
Yeah, the only movies coming out this year that I specifically want to see in theaters, there's not a lot. It's like Toy Story 5, which I'd want to probably take my daughter to see, honestly, even though she'd be so little. I just think it would be a nice, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Probably not, because she's super little, but, you know, Toy Story 5, the Avengers Endgame re-release, Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and maybe Supergirl, but I don't know. They're doing it again though, like 2025 they have Superman and Fantastic Four in the same month. Now this year they have Supergirl and Spider-Man coming out in the same month. I know Dune Part 3 and Doomsday are coming out on the same day. So that's interesting. I'm going to be more interested in seeing Doomsday 100%, but because I couldn't get into the Dune. I've seen both of the Dune movies, like the new ones. Well actually no, I haven't seen Part 2, that's right. I've seen Part 1. I haven't actually sat and watched Part 2 yet. Oh my god. I meant to forever ago just to see if it got any better because I heard Part 2 was better than Part 1. I just found it really boring. I've read the books too. I've read Dune, like the entirety of it. I've read Dune Messiah, and I forget, whatever the third one is that I don't think they've actually made into a movie yet. Because I believe they're trying to make... I don't know if Part 3 is supposed to be the final one, or if they're going to just straight up make them all into movies. I don't know. I liked it, don't get me wrong. I liked the first Dune movie. I thought it was interesting. But I didn't really find myself getting, like, obsessed with it. And that's how you know if I liked something or not, is... I will get hyper fixated on something if I've never... Right now I've been really talking about Final Fantasy a lot because I've played kind of a lot, not really. Like they've been okay. I've only played the first two, So for me, it's like, they've been alright. I've had so many people suggest them to me over the years and tell me that they're the type of game I'd really be into. But, like, so far, they're just alright, you know? I haven't been obsessed with them or anything. Stranger Things I've been really getting into, but I just finished it, so now it's like there's not much else to really get into, and that finale was kind of ass, so like, finale's so ass, it's making me consider changing my Discord server name, like, for real again. I had this Jurassic Park for like 9 months, and then I got so sick of watching the Jurassic Park movies on loop, because yeah, that was what was on all the time at when I was not here for a while. And then I got so sick of that I changed it. I don't even think I'm ever going to consume. I don't think I could even just bother to do that ever, to watch Jurassic Park ever again. I'm good. I've had my fill, you know.
Shields up!
Found me someone to fight.
Friends, gather around! A little help, please.
I'm going after them.
Assemble! She say you okay?
By the eye
They should add Nova to this game. I think that would be a cool character. Kind of surprised they added Adam Warlock and not Nova. I feel like Nova would have been better. I guess Nova hasn't really been in a movie yet, though. Closest thing to like mainstream that Nova's had, I think, was like the Ultimate. Was the Nova Corps themselves did show up in Guardians of the Galaxy, but not like Sam Ryder or Sam Alexander or whatever. But like, I know Nova was in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and that's like the only mainstream thing I can think of. And he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and recently he was in Marvel Cosmic Invasion, but he seems to really be a character that only shows up in video games, because, yeah, he was only ever in, like, I think the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon and the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon.
Let's dance.
Down to 30
You know what I'm sad about is canceled. I know they did it to bring in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I think, or possibly something else. But they canceled the Disney XD 2017 Spider-Man cartoon. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I actually quite enjoyed it, and my wife enjoyed it too. I think that it could have been better. Like, I think Spectacular Spider-Man, if I had to pick between the two, I'd still obviously pick Spectacular. I think Ultimate Spider-Man had his run and should have been...
You'll have to keep fighting until
If it were up to me, if I was going to bring any back, it would be Spectacular. If I couldn't do that, it would be the 90s show. I think if any Spider-Man show is likely to get brought back that's been canceled, it would be the 90s show. So that's the only, like, I always would hope that Spectacular will be brought back one day, but if I'm being realistic, and the realism side of me is gonna say X-Men 97 is doing really well, and they've even had Spider-Man show up in it. So my guess is that, and they did a comic that brought back the Spider-Man series technically, but it was shit, and I refused to read it or acknowledge it as canon. So what I basically am hoping is that if X-Men 97 Season 2 does really good without Bo DeMeo in it, that what they'll do is they'll possibly greenlight the idea of bringing back Spider-Man 90s show for at least one more season, if not more.
give them another inch.
I'm hoping what they do, personally, is they do like... They greenlight it for at least one season, where they resolve all the... They basically either do what the original sixth season of that show was supposed to be, which involved Spider-Man trying to find Mary Jane through the multiverse and finding Carnage, or they do something else to bring Mary Jane back, and then the next seasons after that they just start adapting storylines that haven't been done in the 90s series yet that felt like they could have been done in that series, like maybe the Clone Saga. I feel like the Clone Saga, I don't recall if the Clone Saga has been done in the 90s series. I don't think it was, I think that was a little bit after that series was wrapped up. I wouldn't be against them doing the Clone Saga in the 90s series, in like a Spider-Man 97 or whatever you'd call it. Or doing like something like that. I feel like maybe Superior Spider-Man, but that one's pretty new. Like compared to when the 90s series ended, it's been Superior's from like 2011 or something. So it's been, you know, I don't think that necessarily. I think if you're doing stories that are like within 5 or 6 years after, then you could probably realistically say, like, you could probably realistically cover some of that. But I think the biggest issue is, yeah, I wouldn't want to see someone like Miles Morales show up in the 90s world, for example. I would want it to stay, you know, relatively strict. But there are villains that weren't used in that series, like Sandman. Like, I'd like to see Sandman in the 90s universe. Or, okay, so we only need 30 more to unlock this Adam Warlock page. Personally, though, I want to get 400 and get Infinity Ultron. Then I want to get 800 so I can get all of this and get Odin's beautiful daughter. Then I want to get... Honestly, I would probably go back and get... well, and then I would want to get all this page and get Adam Warlock, get all of this page and get the Scarlet Witch skin. And then I'd want to go back, get Blue Thing, and then get this, get that, you know. For right now, page 9 and 8 are my absolute focuses, because I'll do showcases on Odin's I'll do a showcase with Odin's beautiful daughter and a showcase with Blue Thing. But none of these other skins, even though I do like them, none of them are ones that I would want to do a showcase on. So yeah, let's keep going then.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
No, we need a second healer. We're supposed to have 2 of everything. 2 Vanguards, 2 Duelists, 2 Healers. That's roughly what you want to do. See, he's got the Magneto skin that I'm planning to get today. Wonder if he unlocked it today.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aw, what the hell? What the helly? What the hell?
You think I'm too old for this? That's
little
the
help,
boost I
please.
needed.
More vulnerable than ever.
I wish you were.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
I've got you covered. Real magic. Crawl back to your main, Hela. Hold your punches. Big mistake. Clearly you needed some help.
Perfect. Hex. Yeah! Run your sparking plasma. Pull out. Almost there. Don't turn that now. The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
No worries.
I am ready to put on a show.
A thousand gods!
Beholds the god of thunder! Maximum pulse! Let's dance!
Over here. I can heal you.
He's coming real handy.
Your turn to disappear.
That's the boost I needed.
Big mistake.
Get that vehicle moving again.
He's coming real handy.
Oh, perfect. Hex.
Hostile forces incoming.
Get that vehicle moving again. Plasma.
Rush in.
This isn't the time for a slow dance. Pick up the pace.
Let's dance!
Don't be shy.
I'm shocked I'm honestly kind of surprised they went with Steve Rogers, Captain America, in both this and Cosmic Invasion. Because, I mean, I know they're not going to retire the character after Chris Evans stops playing him in all media. I'm not saying that they're just going to, like, stop him, but I think with how poorly Brave New World did, I'm surprised that they haven't started to shove Sam Wilson, Captain America, down my throat a lot more in order to try and be like, look, you're not getting the old one back. You're not getting the old one back. But it's pretty obvious now that they're doing the opposite, and they're literally bringing Steve back just for the sake of nostalgia. I'm honestly compromising a lot of my morals going to see Doomsday. I honestly think I'm gonna skip it. Like, I've been saying, oh, I want to see it in theaters. I'm interested in what's gonna happen because of, you know, seeing the X-Men and such come back. But honestly, something I've been saying the whole time since after Endgame was, if they ever try to bring Chris Evans back as Captain America,
I've got you covered.
or if they ever bring Robert Downey Jr. back as Tony Stark, I'm quitting the MCU because I don't like that, and I want them to actually develop their characters. And so when they announced that Robert Downey Jr. was playing Doom, I was already iffy. I was already like, I don't know if I like this, because Dr. Doom is one of my favorite villains ever. He's #1. I think the only villain that could ever compete in my eyes with Dr. Doom is Darth Vader. I'm not even joking. I like Dr. Doom more than I like the Joker. He's always been one of my favorites because I'm a big comic reader. A lot of people think he's lame because they've only seen him in the movies, but in the comics he's fucking awesome. I love Dr. Doom. And I mean, that's just such a bad, just the name itself, you don't even have to think of what he looks like, just the name of it itself, Dr. Doom. You're telling me that's not the most badass supervillain name you've ever heard? Come on. And then the design with the fucking side, like the robot, like the fucking armor and the magic and science, like come on, he's so fucking cool. He's so cool. There's something about mixing magic and sci-fi robots and like armor and capes. I don't know, because Dr. Doom and Darth Vader, if you think about it, they're very, very similar, right? They're you know, sorcerers. If you think of sort of using the Force as kind of a sorcery, which in the original Star Wars, you know, they did for the prequels. It was mixed with sci-fi shit like a lightsaber or, you know, time travel or whatever. It's so cool, in my opinion. I have a type, though. I very clearly have a type of villain that is my favorite, and I can totally admit that the cliche is kind of my thing now. Sorry, Bucky, I have to chase you down and punch you out now. But, no, it's fucked because, like, yeah, so them immediately casting somebody who, like, the fact that they casted Robert Downey Jr. is very clearly going for the money grab, you know, the cash grab. I don't think that it would be, I highly doubt that there's any real story reason for them to use Robert Downey Jr. other than either he's an Iron Man variant or our Iron Man is a Doom. The only thing I can accept that can link Doom and Iron Man is if they say that the MCU Iron Man is actually the every other universe's Victor Von Doom turned into Tony Stark in this one universe and was a good guy in this one universe, because that would boost Robert Downey Jr. Stark into being like, it would make him look better, and that's the only way I think they could do it in a way that truly makes the MCU Iron Man feel special, and is the only way that I could see them, you know, that's the only way that I'd be able to accept it, and that's what I told myself as well. And then I was so, you know, I was like, okay, I could see that being the case. I'll give this movie a chance. I won't write it off immediately. And then the first tease, and then I heard the rumors that Steve was coming back, and I was like, I don't think they would do something so cheap and easy real quick. Well, not cheap, but so easy, and it cheapens Endgame in my opinion. And then they did. They brought Steve back, and so they've got, you know, bringing Steve back in general, that in and of itself is 1 strike. Then there's bringing Downey back, which is 2 strikes. So, but then the X-Men coming back, especially Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, that is not something I would have ever expected. That makes me want to see it. So I have very mixed feelings about Doomsday right now. And I think I don't want to see it on premiere night, but what I want to do is wait for a couple of reviews to come by, and if people say it's good, then I'll go see it. If people say it's bad, then I'll leave it, and I won't bother seeing it. But we'll see. The minute they announced Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man being in it, I'm on board. That's my weakness. I have to admit, that is absolutely my weakness.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
Right, like the old X-Men, don't get me wrong, I love the old X-Men movies, but I think they've been done to death. Like, I think bringing Patrick Stewart back as Professor X, that's been done. They already did that in Multiverse of Madness, and so I'm like, okay, cool, they're just gonna kill him again. He's probably, I think he's played that character dying so many times that I think it's in his contract that now that if he every time ever since The Last Stand that he comes back, he has to die. Because think about it, every time that he's come back as Professor X. Since dying in The Last Stand, he has died again. He died again in Days of Future Past. He died again in Logan. And he died again in Multiverse of Madness. And now he's definitely going to die again in Doomsday. There's no way they're going to leave him alive. They've literally